Hey there, this is Josh. In honor of Pi Day, March 14th, I've got a lesson for you about circles. First up, I gotta disabuse you of some really bad circles formulas. We hate this formula. Circumference equals 2 pi r. That's like the worst formula in the history of formulas, okay? So, we don't use circumference equals 2 pi r. We use the formula circumference equals d pi. Whatever the diameter is, you multiply it by pi, and that gives you the circumference. Whatever the circumference is, you divide by pi, and that gives you the diameter. All right? Now, next thing, in school they're going to tell you area is equal to pi r squared. But pi are not square, pi are round. Apple pie, pumpkin pie. So I don't use the formula pi r squared. I use the formula r squared pi with the pi at the end for dessert, where it belongs. Okay, we can use these now to quickly move back and forth from circumference, diameter, radius, and area. The most common type of circle question is when they ask you for one of these four after giving you the other. If the radius of a circle is 10, what's the circumference? Well, if the radius is 10, the diameter is double that. And the circumference is diameter times pi. And then whatever the radius is, square it and stick pi at the end. Okay? Here's a couple of questions for you. Very typical SAT, ACT style question. What is the circumference of a circle with an area of 16 pi? Well, if the area is 16 pi, then the radius is going to be the square root of 16, and that is 4. And the diameter is 8, and then the circumference, 8 pi. Whatever the diameter is, you multiply by pi, that's the circumference. So, area 16 pi, circumference 8 pi. Circle has a diameter of 20. What is its area? All right, so stick it into the CDRA here. If the diameter is 20, the next place we go, that's going to be radius. Cut it in half, that's your radius. If the radius is 10, the area, that squared times pi, and the diameter is going to be 20, so the circumference is going to be 20 pi. A circle has a diameter of 20. What is its area? Its area is 100 pi. That's it for today. Happy Pi Day.